Hey guys, Chief here. Today's video I'm going to be going over the 782 Alice gear. This is my belt kit for Sustainment. I've had a lot of time behind this kit, about 2 years, and I'll show you the changes that I've done to it. Before we go any further, I'd like to say two things. I'm not a federal agent. I don't have any law enforcement or military background. I'm just a concerned and prepared citizen. On the other hand, I've recorded this video 3 times now. Twice my camera's glitched, and once the camera's just moved into a bad shot. So I'm going to see what I can get done here. I might rush this a little, see if the camera's going to cooperate with me this time. But here we go. So like I said, this is the Alice gear. On my channel, I love Alice equipment. Molly isn't bad. I have nothing against it. It's just a lot easier and cheaper for me to get Alice where I am. Alice compared to Molly. Here's Molly. Molly just goes back and forth through these loops, and it interweaves, locking itself right on. This works really well in a lot of cases. This is some random pouch I got from ODGG. Right here is a Alice clip. It goes through the back of your pouch and clips straight onto your gear. You can see that here on this magazine pouch, that it just clips on through the back, stays really tight on there. I think it works well. I see why it was replaced. I understand, but I still like it. I'm not going to clean that up too much. You guys will see what we have here. So let's get into it. On either side, this is the LC2 belt. Actually, I'd like to say that. You can tell because it has this belt extender. I use this whether I'm trying to, free up some room for my hips while hiking, moving. As well as it works well in conjunction with body armor, or if you have more pouches and stuff on, like a chest rig, it gives you more room to work with your belt. So, on either side, we have these standard magazine pouches. The suspension hooks right onto there, the suspenders. In this one, I keep Right in the Rain, the pen, and a headlamp. That was just based off my last operation with this, just a small hike. I also keep a flashlight. It actually stays really secure in these grenade pouches. I'm going to be doing a short video on this later. In this one, I don't keep anything. You can keep your magazines inside here. It works well for storage, just not for quick combat, movements, trying to reload quick. And at least not for me, which I haven't practiced too much reloading with this, since I have a chest rig I use. In both of these mag pouches, I'm sure you can store 3 to 4 30-round magazines, but who's to say? Hey guys, Chief here in post. So that sounded weird. You can fit 3 to 4 30-round mags. It depends, Stanag or Magpul, and it depends as well what generation of ammo pouch that you have. But before we get back to the content, pretty much what I want to say here is, to those of you in free states, get prepared, arm yourselves. 20-rounders look cool, 30-rounders are more legit. You can get easier parts for them, and they hold more. To those of us who are in communist states, it hits hard, and these rules will be coming to a place like you, whether you like it or not, because we didn't like it coming here. But get ready, get prepared with what you can. Anyways, back to the content. Next over, we have the M56 and just some random third-party extended reproduction pouch. In this one, I'd like to start on the side. I keep a small thing of gum as a morale booster. I also keep a head net to break up my silhouette and stop bugs. Then I have a few things of camo, face camo, as well as cordage. On the other side, in the M56 pouch, I use that mainly as a medical pouch. You can see on the side here I have my shears clipped on. And up here inside I have gauze, I have food, some gloves, and I believe I have fire starter down deeper inside. Good thing to note is whether it's this, any system, but keep your medical, anything that you don't want wet, keep it in a Ziploc bag, some sort of pouch, so it doesn't get wet if you're doing a river crossing or if it's just raining outside. Before we go into the canteens here, I have a Kershaw skinning knife back here. As you can see, I've used it for bushcraft before. It's nice for self-defense as well as making kindling and fire starter. It works well. Little difficult to quickly resheath, but I don't care too much for that, just getting the job done. And here I keep dried fruit. on one side. On the other, I have fire starter and water purification. Inside is my canteen. This is a molly pouch actually secured onto the back with Alice clips. It's not too tight, so it sags a little. I'm fine with that. On this side, we have a canteen cup inside of the authentic canteen cover and pouch. Underneath that, I have hot chocolate mix that I don't, you guys know what it looks like. I just have that in a little Ziploc bag. I don't need to take it out. The canteen's on my desk. It's not missing. I do have two, and I do use two. Speaking of, make sure to top up your canteens before you go out, or else they'll slosh around and make a lot of noise. Inside right here, I have a Woodlands pouch. I unroll this and put any dirty uniforms or wet uniforms, as well as like trash MRE stuff inside of there, so it doesn't get the rest of this gear wet and messy. Right here I have my utensils just on the cinch strap for the butt pack. I have an MRE, some food, or other way around, sorry. MRE, some medical, and some bungee cords, as well as toilet paper inside. Better be safe than sorry. You don't want to cut open your nice pair of socks for toilet paper. I don't keep anything on the side on these Alice pouch connectors. It just seems to sag down my gear, and I don't have enough room. I'm fine with how it is. Up here I have a third-party reproduction M81 Woodlands H-style suspender. This is a lot nicer than the standard Y style that goes down like this, connects, and then splits off again. Just because this doesn't ride along your spine, it's more dynamic if you have more weight on either side. As well as these have little clips up here that I made a handle with, whether you want to drag this or store it, say, on a tree branch. Has two little D-rings. I don't know what I'll use these for yet, but we'll see. And then just the standard clips down here. I have about 20 minutes behind this exact suspender because I just haven't gone out. I got it yesterday, so from what I've seen, it works really well. The only downside is these pads are a little thin and a little stiff. We'll see how that works. To me, they should be fine, but who knows? I'll update you guys with that. They still seem to be high quality. I don't see anything wrong with them. I like it. But this is my basic gear for sustainment. I don't know if I could say this is 3-day. I could make enough food I could make enough water for myself. Food might be a little difficult. I could definitely get by 2 days, maybe not 3, but that gives me time to work. So yeah, I like this gear. For any combat operation, I carry a chest rig, and then this if I'm going to be, extended, staying out there for some time. For, LARPing, airsoft, whatever training you do, maybe a small FTX where you're just out there for a few hours. Everything's METTC dependent. For my situation, I live in a very mountainous area. This works pretty well for sustainment. As well, the butt pack, which is usually full of, as well, my poncho you can see in the background. It works pretty well for sustainment. I like it. And it integrates well with my Alice pack. The butt pack doesn't get in the way, neither of the canteens do. This one kind of hits on the cover, but who cares? It's fine. But that should be it for me on this video. If you guys have anything to add in the comments, any suggestions, whether it be on how I shoot these videos, edit them, or, my gear, how you have your gear set up, please tell us down below. Anyways, guys, I thank you for watching. Keep preparing, fighting, getting trained. I'm praying for you all. God bless.